sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Seattle Seahawks and the Carolina Panthers. Taken in the end zone. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
That was a solid performance last week, wasn't it? 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, ran the team well, won the ball game. Bottom line, may not have been earth-shattering, but it didn't need to be.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. He'll have a first down past the 40. And down to the 28-yard line. A huge play there right off the bat. 47 yards on the ground. Well, welcome to the party. First carry of the game. How about that?
And just think, as far as he's concerned, he's just getting warmed up.
Back to the ground on first. It's McCaffrey. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play. Now on 2nd and 13. Bridgewater. And he'll find Hall.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Number 13.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. From the gun, Bridgewater. Ebron with it over the middle. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Oh, there's going to be a little bit of regret there because they certainly had the chance to get off the field here, just giving up a field goal attempt. But they couldn't get that stop on 3rd down. Now they have to hunker down because guess what? That drive continues.
They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. He's driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this for him?
And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line. Well, for last week's performance, which was so good, he was named NFC Defensive Player of the Week. He got a lot of praise, and understandably so, from national media. Looking pretty good on that play, too.
And I love what he told us this week before the game. He talked about how much time they spend working on pass rush moves, every position. Because anyone could go after the quarterback in their defense, and you can see how they've all absorbed their lessons.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. They'll be led out by the man who proclaims to be from a whole pack of Badgers. Came into the league back in 2012, Russell Wilson.
When I was watching film this week, I had to write a note to myself. 3 touchdown passes in an NFL game deserves respect, not ho-hum just because they throw it around all the time. And he got his respect, NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, that's the ultimate vote of confidence from a week ago. Hey, look, he was great, not his best game ever, but obviously was very good to garner that award. All the talk this week, though, was about let's take that forward now. Again on 2nd and 10, it's Wilson. Out to the right, he gets it to Lockett. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards to pick up there.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Wilson's throw caught by Metcalf. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards.
And let's face it, what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep. But that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. To throw again on second down. Wilson, and he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Seahawks have taken the lead.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
Jason Myers to kick off for Seattle.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
The Panthers coming back out onto the field for their second drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No. And it's a fumble. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
For a Carolina Panther.
Defensively well done to jar that free. I'll tell you what, though, offensively, he's got to be lucky after the catch and the fumble that didn't go too far away from him.
And the way the football is shaped, it's not built to bounce true, is it? It can squirt in any direction and move in any way. He was so...
He's got daylight. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So he was holding from that left tackle position.
Everyone tries to keep their hands inside when they're blocking ever since they liberalized the rules where you can extend them out. But sometimes they get out a little wide and they get detected grabbing some cloth.
Here's Bridgewater. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. They showed off a nice juke of the defender before the next wave could bring him down.
To number 28.
It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Second down at the 38-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, quick slant, caught by Moore. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Panthers are going to jump back in front. Pretty good response. They had given up the touchdown and the lead, but they struck back.
And I love the way that they just saw it happen, took a quick exhale on the sidelines. So let's go get it back and fast. Let's go ahead and throw the ball downfield and get our own 6 points.
A huge chunk play to regain that lead. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And that's caught inside the 35. Yeah, he's going to get this deep on a Carolina side of the field.
Complete.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 63 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Now Wilson on first down. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And the Seahawks are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives them a first and goal. Wilson. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Touchdown.
Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And the Seahawks have once again taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him? And you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Good strong throw and catch right there, and so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Panther first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
His own 49.
On second and 12, Bridgewater under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double-teamed and sometimes triple-teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
Now it's Lockett. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Seahawk football, first and 10. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They'll start out on the ground as Saquon Barkley. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
the play fake. Here's Wilson. He lets it fly from Lockett. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Christian McCaffrey and the Panthers about set to go on offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. And he's going to come up a bit short. He needed to get to the 35 for the first, but he only makes it to the 34. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Returnable for Lockett. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here.
He's brought down
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Barkley, toss play left. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And he knocks it through. The drive there only spanning 3 plays. And it all culminates with a Seattle score.
Jason Myers.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Getting set to go again here, Teddy Bridgewater coming back onto the field. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
Make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. Now, following the sack, they'll come up here on a 2nd down and 12. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey.
Bridgewater's pass.
It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. He might be on his way to a record-setting performance. So good here. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And it's so interesting when we watch these types of days unfold for a receiver because they need a quarterback throwing it accurately, people to block for the quarterback, so many other variables. But, boy, he's getting it done and in a big way. Right now, he wants to rock on every snap.
Yeah, he's counting his yards in the hundreds, not the tens. Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
On the deep ball.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Flushed out right. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter 3. The Seahawks with the advantage, and they get the football first as the 2nd half is underway. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tyler Lockett trotting onto the field, getting set for this next drive. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the 1st.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him? Double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now.
At the 47-yard line.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Rashad Penny.
And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 yards, good enough for a 1st.
2 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
And now the 1st throw for the backup quarterback. And this one is incomplete.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Flush to his right. That's complete into the hands of Carson. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Here's Carson with a catch out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Seahawks 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, they only needed a small gain on 3rd down. They end up getting over 30 yards.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
So now following the big play, they've got a 1st and goal all the way down at the 10. Now Rashad Penny. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change, Nick. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier.
Rashad Penny, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Seahawks find a way to stretch their lead. And they drew up the counter there. It worked. They're glad they drew up the counter.
And a lot of times what you're trying to do is just simply get the defense moving in one direction. It doesn't take much. Even one step's enough. Get them going in one direction and then cut back against the grain and let your running back finish it off and get the work done.
34. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Carolina offense making their way out. We take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC. And I tell you, 4 weeks still to go, and everything is wide open, and it's fun.
And I know we always talk about, well, if the playoffs were to begin today, and then we kind of go, okay, but they're not. Let's see how it plays out. Wouldn't it be fun to play with this playoff lineup right now? Because to me, just about anyone can win this whole thing out of this grouping we currently have. And by the time we get there, it may look entirely different.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Bridgewater now. Got some room at the 30. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Here's McCaffrey. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
He's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. 11 yards there, 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now a run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well.
Touchdown, Carolina! And that is the definition of yards after catch. They go short on the pass, and the receiver does the rest.
Seems so harmless, doesn't it? To throw it underneath, a short pass like that. But boy, it gets dangerous in the hands of the right receiver as he makes a move and takes it the distance.
And he will get into the end zone to cut the lead a little bit further. But still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a 2-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the 2-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples throughout a ball game. Here's a great example right there.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. A good job defensively to hold that to 4 yards, and now it's third down. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for third down. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. So he fought off the tackle, and that effort gives him the first before he's brought down. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll move the chains.
Boy, he did that one on his own, didn't he? How about using that low center of gravity, plenty of force, a lot of leg drive, breaking a tackle there, and picks up a first down on third down.
Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the third quarter. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A give to Barkley out of the gun. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson, able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
It's so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Carson. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there. And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on third down. This is now the 9th play of the drive. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a first down. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Strip, the ball comes out, but I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball. We always hear a lot of veterans on the defensive side of the football. They talk about smelling blood in the water, putting pressure on a rookie. They got to him there to force it free, but couldn't recover it.
And you mentioned the pressure. Rookie quarterback.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. When the rookie QB gets his first touchdown pass, that's when you put in the trophy case. First career interception, that's going to be one he wants to forget.
Yeah, and he's not going to go ask for the football, right? You can keep that one. The key for him, what does he learn from it? When he watches the tape, does he have an answer right now where he already understands what mistake he made? That's what the coaches are going to want to know, and that's what they'll grill him on and see how he grows from it.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Bridgewater, open man is Samuel, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
At the 41-yard line.
Bridgewater on first down. And he'll find Hall. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Bridgewater getting this complete to McCaffrey. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. Ebron caught left side. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
Bridgewater again. This will be caught at about the 6. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Eric Ebron, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Well, they knew a lot of steps had to happen here. They got step 1, the touchdown. You need a 2-point conversion here, don't you?
You do.
And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. A very pivotal 2-point try that does not go their way. Now it's a big uphill battle for the rest of the 4th quarter.
The attempt was to try and make it a 1-score game, right? Touchdown, get 2, and now you've tied it up. Instead, they don't get it, still down 10.
2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Seahawks, looks like they've recovered. They have. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it again with Penny. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run with Penny. He'll have a 1st down inside the 10. And down to the 7-yard line. Oh, now Miller's slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. We'll check on his status when we get back. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football.
Rashad Penny, the ball carrier. Fumble on the play.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
After review of the play.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Penny will try to punch it in. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. So the victory here for Seattle. And this not always an easy proposition, Charles. You had a West Coast team that traveled east, but they got the job done.
And there's so much that goes into it because your body time and your body clock different from what you're used to west, because if you go east, you're going to lose up to 3 hours, right? So is your body going to be awake when it's time to play? A lot of teams actually rehearse it. They practice it. Maybe the week of the game, they move everything up to that time frame so guys get used to doing it that way. I remember when I played at 10th.
I don't know nobody.